Antoine, good to see you, brother. Thank you for joining us again. Michigan played a sloppy game and still destroyed Nebraska. Oh, absolutely. Well, Nebraska is bad. There's no doubt about that. They're bad and they're on their third string quarterback. It's just they just didn't really have much of a chance at all today. And it wasn't that just Michigan played sloppy. They played sloppy and extremely conservative. I mean, they just literally they came out in the second half and they were like, you know what? Let's just hand the ball off, lean on them, and we'll win this game pretty easily. And that's what happened. That's what happened. They had no chance. But and to be honest with you, the main thing I was looking for this game, and really next week as well, is health. Health. Because I know that Des and I, we come to you guys every week and we talk about what are some things his team can do, has done well, and things they have not done as well that can keep them from, reaching their goals, winning the Big Ten again, possibly winning the national championship, like, expanding the passing game, expanding the playbook in general. But look, we're 10 games into the season now. This team is who they is. This coach staff are who they are. They're going to run the same type of approach every single week. So, and most likely they're not going to get much better at this point. Now, you get much better from week 1, week 2 to week 8, sure, but you're not going to get much better from week 10 to week 12, right? So they are who they are. So in terms of getting better week to week, I'm not really too focused on that at this point. The main thing is health. Keeping guys healthy today's game and trying to keep guys as healthy after next week's game. And today we dealt a blow. Mike Morris, he limped off the field. And like as I mentioned when I first started the stream, hopefully it is something that he can, hey, if he has to sit out next week, great. Sit out, rest up that leg, get right, baby, because we need you. He is not only one of our best pass rushers, it's clear that he's one of the emotional leaders on this team, and they need him on the field. They need him on the field. So he's vital to what we want to do and who we are. And yesterday they are who they are. And this is part of my maturity process. Growing, right, Marcus? I'm trying to grow like we all should be growing, right? Is realizing and accepting Michigan in their style for what it is. Now, I would never stop advocating for being more diverse, right? Because there's nothing wrong with that. You can have your strength, but you never know when you have to, mix it up and give a counterpunch, a little 1-2 punch, something that your opponent is not expecting. Because at some point it will be needed. It just will. That's just how it works. It's hard to win at a high level for long term doing essentially the same thing. It's really, really hard, especially when your opponents are the quality of your opponents is a lot better than you really played all year, right? So that's why it's important to always keep in mind what can happen, right? And you think about a game like the Georgia game last year. Michigan didn't really have a counterpunch, to their offense. And I know that was the CFP, and we'll all take just having another appearance again this year. But that's what you need to learn from those type of things. You need to learn, okay, look, Michigan, our strength, our brand, our identity is physicality. It is running the football. It is controlling the time of possession. However, if you so happen to stymie us, we do have something in our back pocket that we can rely on. Maybe not to win the game for us, but at least to keep you thinking about it so we can continue to use our strength, right? So we'll take that. Mark, 10-0, McCarthy didn't fumble or get picked. It's 50% passing weather. He kept Nebraska honest. Michigan line was stronger. Great result. Well, I mean, there's a lot true here. McCarthy did not turn the ball over. We know that Michigan has one of the best offensive lines in the country, and they are 10-0. And look, I think all things being said, I mean, they're in a really good position to beat Ohio State. They are. Because one thing we also have to realize that Ohio State, they have their own issues too. And one of Michigan's biggest strength, I still believe, can exploit OSU's biggest weakness, which is running the football versus stopping the run. Um, I believe that Michigan's offensive line's physicality, their finesse too, because they're also pretty agile for as big as they are, still will be able to give that Ohio State front seven a lot of problems. On the flip side, however, this is where the health of Mike Morris is critical, because you're going to have to find a way to get to CJ Stroud. Now, does that mean necessarily getting sacks all the time? No. But, keep his feet moving in that pocket, make him make throws on the run, and make him have to go through one or two progressions, right? Those things are going to be very, very important. Very, very important. And honestly, going to the game, if you wanted me to give you odds going to the game right now for myself, I give us a 50-50 shot. And I for both ways. I just believe, I can't speak for an Ohio State fan, but I feel like if you're not being pompous, you're just looking at the game, these two teams and what they are. I think we both have legitimate reasons to feel confident going into the game and also have some concerns if we're both fan bases are being honest.